Hello and welcome everyone. In this video, you are going to learn how to send reminder emails to employees for not filling up the timesheet. Alright, so let me tell you what is happening here. You have a record of your employees added in a Google Sheet, and according to that record or data, you are going to send emails to your employees automatically. Okay. So Google Sheets is a spreadsheet application in which you can create spreadsheets and save and manage your data. And Gmail is a free email service provider by which you can send emails and receive emails also. Now suppose that you are running a company and you have many employees working under you, and you have created a Google Sheets in which you want that your employees should fill the incoming timings, the outgoing timings of their office, and the daily working hours of theirs in this Google Sheet on regular basis. But if some of your employees forgot to fill this sheet regularly, you want to send them emails to remind them that they have forgotten to fill the timesheet. So to get this done, you have two ways. One is to manually sort out the data of your employees from Google Sheets, then compile an email on Gmail and send them to each and every employee who forgot to fill the timesheet. So guys, this process can be very repetitive and time consuming. So we have a better way for you. What if I tell you that as and when your employee forgot to fill this timesheet here on Google Sheet, a reminding email from Gmail get automatically delivered to them, reminding them that they have forgotten to fill the timesheet. Yes guys, this can be done, and this can be done by connecting Google Sheets with Gmail. But the issue is there is no direct connection or integration present between Google Sheets and Gmail. So to connect these two applications, I am using a software called as Pabbly Connect. So guys, Pabbly Connect is an automation and integration software, and the best part of it is that you will not require any coding skills and programming knowledge to make this connection between Google Sheets and Gmail. So guys, first of all, let me give you a demo on my screen of how this connection between Google Sheets and Gmail is going to work in real time. So guys, this is the timesheet that we have created for our employees. Here you can see we have these columns, the time in, the time out, and the working hours. So this is the timesheet we have created for our employees, and they have to fill this timesheet on regular basis. But if any one of our employees fails to do so or forget to fill this timesheet, we want to send them email reminding them that they have failed to fill this timesheet on a particular date. So here are our employees, and these are the email IDs of our employees, and these are the incoming timings and all other details that they have to fill. And this is one of the email ID of our employees, and his name is Nitin Pandey. This is the email ID of Nitin. So you can see Nitin have failed to fill the working hour today. Alright, he have filled time in, time out, but forget or failed to fill this column. Now we will see if in his email account here he receives the reminding email from our side or not, reminding him that he fails or missed to fill the working hours. So let's wait. Alright, let's see in the email box of our employee. So it has received this email. You can see when I open this email, it is saying, "Hi there Nitin Pandey, your timesheet entry for today is overdue. Please fill it out as soon as possible, and if you have any problems or question, let your manager know." So this is how it is going to work in real time. So Nitin Pandey failed to fill this timesheet properly, and he have received this email. So guys, now you are wondering how I managed to bring this email here without any manual compilation of mail with this filling of timesheet only. So let me give you the quickest and easiest steps by which you can also make this automation or connection between Google Sheets and email and send these reminders. So guys, these are the 4 easy steps by which you can also make this integration or connection between Google Sheets and Gmail. So step 1 is schedule reminder emails on Pabbly Connect. So first of all, we are going to open Pabbly Connect and then we will schedule the emails that we want to send to our employees. Step 2 is connect Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. So in second step, we will connect Google Sheets with Pabbly Connect. Step 3, collect the data from Google Sheets in Pabbly Connect. So in third step, we'll bring the data from our Google Sheets here in Pabbly Connect. And step 4 is send the same data to Gmail as our new email. So in step 4, we'll bring the collected data from Pabbly Connect to Gmail in the form of a new email that we are going to send to our employee. So first of all, let's jump to our step 1 and open Pabbly Connect. So guys, first of all, you have to open your browser and type in the search bar Pabbly, that is pabbly.com. So this is the landing page of Pabbly. From here, come to this products icon and then click on connect. So guys, you can set up your free account in just 2 minutes by clicking here on sign up free button, which I have already done. So I am clicking on sign in directly. So this is the all apps section of Pabbly. From here, you have to come to this connect panel and click on access now. Alright, so this is the dashboard of Pabbly Connect. To start working here, you have to create workflows, and to create a workflow, you have to click here on this create workflow button, and then it will ask for a name to your workflow. So you can give any name. Now I am giving it as Google Sheets to Gmail emails. Alright, now I'm clicking on create. So as a workflow get created, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So Pabbly Connect work on these two things. The trigger says when this happens, action says Pabbly Connect do this. As in our use case, the trigger would be data in Google Sheet. So when someone fails to fill that data, a new email from Gmail will be delivered in as the action of that event. All right. So first of all, click here on the trigger option, and then first of all, what is our first step? Our first step is to schedule the reminder email. So from the choose app, choose the application as scheduler from Pabbly. So this is scheduler. So choose it, and then it will ask how often you want to run your workflow. So we want to send whenever someone fails to fill the timesheet. So we want to send reminders, let's say every day. And in the time, please take care of the time. You have to fill it in UTC format. So UTC format is the universally time converted format. So why it is asking the time for? So we want to send them reminder emails at the end of the day. All right, because our employees are filling the timesheet at the end of the day only. So we want to send them reminder emails if they fail to fill the timesheet after the working hours. So we have to put the time here about the working hours, or the time when we want to send the reminder emails. So you have to fill in the UTC format. So UTC format lags behind IST format, or the Indian Standard Time format, by 5 hours 30 minutes. So you have to take care, whatever the time you want to fill, you have to decrease that time to 5 hours and 30 minutes to convert it into UTC format. Or you can take the help of internet online converters, so you can convert it easily. So after filling the time, you just have to click here on save. All right, let's fill the time. Let's say, let me convert. So I want to send the emails to my employees on 7 p.m. regularly. So I have filled the time as 1:30. So I have converted 7 p.m. into UTC format, which is 1:30 p.m. All right. So Our first step is complete. We have scheduled the emails. Let's see what is our next. So our step 2 is connect Google Sheets to Pabbly Connect. So now we are going to connect our Google Sheet with Pabbly Connect. Let's do that. So you have to click on this action window here, and from the choose app you have to choose your application as Google Sheets. So this is Google Sheets. After this it will ask for the action event. So the action event would be get rows. This is get rows. And now it has started showing this connect button. So click on connect, and from this window you have to select this add new connection and then click on connect with Google Sheets. So after this it will ask for the email ID by which you have created that Google Sheet. So select your email ID from this window, and then it will ask for a few accesses, which is completely safe. So just click on continue. Alright, it is showing authorization is successful, and now it is showing connected. That means we are connected with our Google Sheet. After this, these fields will open up, and the first field is the select spreadsheet field. So here you have to select the spreadsheet that you have created for this task. So let me show you. So this is the spreadsheet we have created for our task, and the name of the sheet is Sigma Textiles. Alright, so this is the name of our company, and here are the employees of this company. So when you click here, you will find a list. So this is the list of all the spreadsheets that I already have in my Google Sheets account. Let me show you. So this is my Google Sheets account, and here you can see these are the sheets I have created for various purposes. Alright, so these are all the sheets that I have. And in Pabbly Connect, when you click here on select spreadsheet field, you will find the list of all the sheets that you have created. So for this task, I have this sheet. So I'm going to select this sheet like this. And then now it is asking for the select sheet. So we can have several sheets in a spreadsheet here. So you can see the name of this sheet that I have created is the timesheet. So this is the name. So I'm going to select this timesheet like this, and then it will ask for the range of the data that you have in that sheet. So to get this range, you have to go to your Google Sheet like this, and you have to select the data only like this. Leave this first row because these are the titles we have, and from the second row you have to select this data like this, like this. All right, and then copy this name box thing like this, and then come to Pabbly Connect and paste it here like this. So we have entered the range of the data. So this pattern is for the static data, like we have these employees which are not adding or decreasing. So we have pasted the range like this. But if you have any kind of data which you update regularly, all right, so when you are updating your Google Sheet regularly, adding any row or subtracting any row, so you have to select the range like this. So you have to map the range of the column, and you have to leave the last range of your row like this. All right, so what does it means? This means we are selecting A2 to G2. Now it is showing A2, that means column A row 2 to G2, that means column G row 2. But if I leave this backspace this, so that means we have not decided the end range of our data. That means if you keep on adding the rows, it will automatically take the data from our Google Sheet in Pabbly Connect. That's why we have put it the range like this. Now it is time for our second step, which is to bring the data from Google Sheet to here in Pabbly Connect. So when I click on this save and send test request button, Pabbly Connect will capture all the data which we have in our Google Sheet like this. So before this, let me do one thing also. You have to toggle this simple response button to off. I'll tell you why we are doing this, and then click on save and send test request. Alright. So when I toggle this response button to off, it is showing the data in this array format. You can see it has all the data, the employee name, the email, the department, the time in, out, working hour, all the data, but in this array format, right? So after this, you have to click on this plus button, and let me introduce you another function of Pabbly, which is the iterator. So from the choose app, you have to select this iterator, and then it will ask for the choose array. So from here, you have to choose this array. This is the response result array of data we have. So from the iterator choose array option, choose this array by here only. You can see Google Sheets response result array. Select this and then click on save and send test request. So now you can see our data is segregated in this format. So we have toggled this button off to employ this iterator by Pabbly. What iterator will do? Iterator will ensure that the workflow will run row by row, right? So when it will run row by row, it will check the information about every employee of our we have, and it will make sure that our workflow will run up to the end of the rows we have. That's why we have employed iterator here, and we segregated the data like this. So this will help in mapping the data also. I'll show you. So now you have to click on this plus button again, and then from the choose app, you have to choose another function by Pabbly, which is called number formatter. After selecting number formatter by Pabbly, in the action event, you have to select spreadsheet formulas and then click on connect here. And here it is asking for the formula that we want to use. So let me show you. You can check the list of formulas by clicking here, check full list here. And you can see we have these formulas. So you have to go to this logical operation that we have. So this is the logical function, and this is the AND formula we have. So you just have to copy this AND formula format from here like this, and go to Pabbly Connect and paste this AND formula here. So why we are using this AND formula? Because we want to compare these three things: the time in, the time out, and the working hour. So why we are comparing these three things? Because we want to send the email reminder only when one of this column is empty. So when our employee failed to fill any of these three things, he will receive the email from our side. So that's why we are applying an AND formula here. So in the AND formula, it will make sure that if any column remains blank, the employee will receive an email from our side. So to compare these things, you have to map the data like this in the AND formula. Let me show you. First of all, you have to put a comma here, and then from this iterator by Pabbly, when you click here, you will find all the data that we have segregated like this. When you click here, you will find this data. So in the first thing, I am comparing this time in, then I'm putting a comma again, and second thing is time out. So I'm putting a comma and mapping the time out by clicking here on the iterator option. This is the time out, putting another comma. And the third thing we want in the AND formula is the working hour. So I'm clicking here again, and in the working hour, I'm just mapping it like this and putting another comma. So this is how we are going to employ the AND formula. After this, when I click here on save and send test request, you will see it is showing the result as blank. So it will show the result as 0 or blank. This means we are missing any one thing. So we are missing here, you can see working hour is blank. You can see the working hour is blank. That's why in the end result, it is showing this blank. All right. After this, you have to click on this plus button. And from the choose app, you have to choose another tool by Pabbly, which is called filter. So by using filter, we are going to ensure one thing. Let me show you first. So in the select label, you have to select this number formatter and you have to select this result as a label. All right. So click here on number formatter and select result as a label. And then in the filter type, put it does not equal to and put it here. The entry should be 1 like this. So typically when we have all these things filled, the end formula result shows as 1 here. When all these things are filled, it will show the result 1. So when it will show the result 1, we do not want to send the emails, because if it is showing the result as 1, that means all the details have been filled by employee like this. But when it is showing blank or 0, we want to send the email reminder. So I am applying a filter and telling him that when the result is not equal to 1, we are going to send the reminder email. So this is why we have employed the filter. So click here on save and send test request, and it is showing the condition is true, success. That means the workflow is going to run. Why? Because we have blank here. This result is not equal to 1. This condition is true, so the workflow will run. Now it is time for our last step. So let me show you what is our last step first. So the final step is send the same data to Gmail as a new email. So now we are going to send from the data that we have collected in Pabbly Connect to Gmail as in the form of new email to our employee. So let's do this. So now you have to click on this plus button again. And now from the choose app, choose your application as Gmail. And in the action event, you have to select send an email. After this, click on connect button. And from this window, select this add new connection and then click on connect with Gmail. So now it will ask that which ID you want to use to send the email. So this is the email ID I am going to use to send the email. So I'm selecting this. And it will ask for the access. So click on continue. Alright. So now it is showing connected. That means we are connected with Gmail. After this, you will find these fields. So first field is the recipient's name. So you have to map the data of your recipient by clicking here. And when you click here, you will find these options. So to get the data of the recipient name, you have to click on Iterator by Pabbly, because here we have segregated the data with the help of Iterator like this. You can see. So just map this data by clicking here and you will find the employee name. So click here and we have mapped the recipient's name. After this, it is asking for recipient's email address. So the same process will follow. Click on Iterator and you'll find the email. Just map this. And in the sender's name, you can put Sigma Textiles or your name, or you can put the name of who is going to send this email. All right. After this, it is asking for the sender email address. So the sender email address is the ID that you have connected here. That will be the sender's email address. So you can enter the sender email address manually. After this, it is asking for reply to email address. So I do not want to reply. And here it is asking for the email subject. So here you can fill the subject. So I am filling the subject as timesheet filling reminder. All right. After this, it is asking for the email content. So here you can type the email that you want to send. So I am writing here, dear or let's say hello, and then I'm putting a line break. A line break means I want to add another line in my email. So to put another line in your email, just put this angle bracket and type BR and then close it. So it will bring another line to your email. So after hello, I want to tell him dear, and you can map the name. And then I want to add another line break like this. And I'm typing, this is to notify you that you have failed to fill the timesheet completely on. You can enter the date like today's date only, so you can fill it manually. So I have completed compiling the email like this, and now when I click here on save and send test request, it will send this email to the recipient, which is this email ID. So I'm going to click here on save and send test request, and you can see it is showing sent. And let me show you in the email ID. This is the email ID that we have entered, and it has received this new email, and the subject is timesheet filling reminder, and it is showing, hello dear Nitin Pandey, this is to notify you that you have failed to fill the timesheet completely on this date. Please fill it out as soon as possible. So this is the same email that we have compiled here. All right, so this is how it is going to work. So let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. So first of all, we have scheduled the email reminders by using scheduler by Pabbly like this. After this, we have connected our Google Sheets and then bring the data from Google Sheet here in Pabbly Connect like this. Then we have used iterator to segregate this data in row by row format and to ensure that the workflow will run up to the last row. And then we use number formatter to apply the and formula to these three things to ensure that if any one of these three things remain unfilled, we will going to send the reminder email. Then we apply the filter, then this result. When this result does not equal to 1, we are going to send the mail. After this, we connected our Gmail, compiled filled these details, compiled our mail, and then click on save and send test request to check if the connection is working properly or not. So we are done. So guys, this is it for today's video. If you want any other type of integration, you can contact us at admin@pabbly.com. You can ask your queries and discuss it from this forum, and check the pricing of this software from this link. And guys, as we did today, you can make many different type of integrations using many different softwares by Pabbly Connect and automate your business with Pabbly Connect. So guys, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel, and thank you so much for watching this video.